Looking at growth throughout your life is something I hold very dear to my heart. When I think about student teaching and how much I've grown from the very beginning, it blows my mind to see how much growth and how much progress I've made. For example, there's just been times where I have been in the classroom and I have not known what to do. I've asked the mentor teacher for help, she tells me what to do, and I base it off of that. But towards the end, I've noticed that I was able to do things by myself. I was able to understand how to handle certain behavioral issues because that was my biggest fear, I think, the behavioral stuff, because sometimes you don't know how to respond to certain situations. And I was able to see a few situations like with one of my students where I did not know nothing was working, no discipline was working. It was kind of getting frustrating, but because I felt like I was doing something wrong. But as I became more compassionate and more understanding and trying to understand where this student is coming from, it was easy for me to open my eyes and be like, every student has the ability to learn and every student has the ability to grow. And that's where my teaching philosophy comes in hand, because I believe every student is given a right to learn, and no matter where you come from. You can come from a broken family, or you can come from a really well off family who is there all the time, and they have the same learning ability. And I think as a teacher, it's been my goal throughout student teaching to try to understand that everyone, even though it might be frustrating, everyone has the ability of being the best version of themselves. So I think I've grown in the aspect of just more understanding and more compassionate and just really loving what I do, and really just kind of realizing I am teaching for a reason and this is why I was here. I am here to inspire others, here to inspire children. And that goes into the flow of thinking about how technology also has really become important to society, especially within teaching. With the pandemic going around and not being able to be in classrooms anymore, we're working really hard through Microsoft Teams to be able to communicate to the students, give them assignments, make them have them engage. We have brain activities, we have math activities. There's all these things that we are able to provide for the students in a national crisis like this because of technology. And I think that's something that's really great. And I was never a huge fan of technology, and I've never really liked it being implemented in the classroom so much. But seeing how important it is and how much we rely on it now through everything that's happened, and how grateful we should be to have that resource for us, is just very amazing. And lastly, I believe we can apply, and I do apply um, Christian worldview qualities and Christian worldview um, traits throughout my classroom in a way that doesn't show that I'm doing it through a Christian standpoint. I think that I show every student compassion, and show every student kindness, even when sometimes they might be in the wrong or sometimes they're having a bad day. And you just accept them for who they are, and you just show kindness and show them that you're there for them, and just be the best role model in their life. I think that is huge, and I think that it's something that I pray about all the time and think about how we're kind of molding them into the person that they're going to be. And I just think that's so important. And I think that I'm just very grateful for GCU. I'm very grateful for the student teaching opportunity I've had. I'm grateful for my mentor teacher. I'm grateful for all the professors I've had. And I think all in all, it's just been a very amazing experience. And I think I've grown completely.